quiet. Can we please have quiet on the set? Hi, welcome back to another blockbuster episode of Tea with Tommy B. This episode is sure to shine bright like a diamond. We explore why some legends are better forgotten when we sit down with film director of the Powderhorn, Jeremy Hawa. How would $250,000 change your life? Later in the show, we will learn how challenges, betrayal, and backstabbing impacted contestants on Peacock's The Traitors. When we are joined by contestant Quentin Jiles, you cannot forget a snack when watching a movie or binge watching a new series. Stick around and find out what co-host Taylor Justice is preparing for us all in the tea room. All this and more on Tea with Tommy B.
Thanks, Tommy. Welcome to another segment of Cheap Cheap Meals, or for today's show, should I say Cheap Cheap Snacks. I'm going to be showing you how to make these amazing sugar cookies. But I'm just kidding. I have no clue how to make these. But I'm going to show you how to step up your snack game with these sugar cookies and a block of cream cheese. Those are the only two ingredients you need for this quick and easy meal.
That is very quick and simple, straight to the point. Wow, Taylor, I can't wait to give these a try. Is there any better way to bring art and cake together?
Well,
wait, that's not cake.
Yeah, it's sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies?
Well, today's snack, I'm going to be showing you how to make sugar cookie ice pops just made from 2 ingredients. Well, actually 3. You are going to have to dip them in chocolate later for a little extra layer of sweetness for this Valentine's Day. So right now I have my cookies mixing in the mixer right now. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of this block of cream cheese. I don't really have instruction as far as ratios, but it just depends on if you like them a little more gooey, a little more cakey. Just depends on what you like.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to give them a try. And speaking of art, when we come back, we will explore the art of the cinema when we are joined by film director and owner of Light Strike Productions, Jeremy Hawa, to learn about his new film, The Powderhorn.
You are watching Tea with Tommy B on LUTV.
Welcome back to Tea with Tommy B. We are here on the LUTV News Desk. Legends are better forgotten, but that is not the case when it comes to our next guest, Jeremy Hawa. Hawa is the director of The Powderhorn, a new independent film presented by Light Strike Productions. Jeremy, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks
How's
for having me.
How's your day going today?
Busy day, but glad to be here.
Your ties here to Lamar go very deep. How did your
do.
connection to Lamar and your film studies prepare you for your career goals?
Well, I do have a long-standing history with Lamar. I've been teaching here at Lamar for, 10 years now. Started off as an adjunct. I'm now a full-time instructor. But as you mentioned, I also have a production company that I'm partnered with my wife, Light Strike Productions, that's been in business since 2011. And so, the working production company has always been tied very closely with my time here at Lamar University. So it's been a good marriage. Yeah, people ask you, oh, you're working 2 full-time jobs? And I'm like, yes, of course I am. But it's a great marriage, very symbiotic. So
welcome back to Tea with Tommy B. We've mixed up all of our ingredients and followed the directions to a T. What is next in preparing these cake balls, Taylor?
Well, now is the time to scoop them out, and like the name suggests, we're going to roll them into little balls.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
So as we can see, a perfect amount of cream cheese was added to where the texture is just like cake, even though we used convenient grocery store-bought cookies.
Oh, nice.
This is our next step in the process.
That's nice. Speaking of putting a stick in it and calling it done, I recently sat down with contestant on Peacock's The Traitors, Quentin Jiles. What will happen when you put 20 contestants, including reality's biggest stars, in a castle for the opportunity at $250,000? Lies, manipulation, and backstabbing are just a few words that come to mind. You recently became the father of a beautiful baby girl. What is it like being a new father?
Oh man, it's different. I used to hear people say, fatherhood or parenthood was one of the best things that happened to them. And I thought people were being dramatic or it was just this cliche saying. But honestly, this is my first child. This is me and my wife's first child, and it has literally been one of the best things that has happened to me.
On top of being a new father, you recently took part in Peacock's new streaming series, The Traitors. How can you help our viewers better understand what Traitors is all about?
The Traitors is a diabolical murder mystery game. It takes place in Scotland, which was fabulous to be able to go live in Scotland for a month. And 20 of us are competing to win $250,000. You have half the cast, which are known faces, some Bravo celebrities, some CBS celebrities, Survivor, Big Brother, The Bachelor, which was pretty dope. And then you have 10 new faces, which is an amazing, eclectic bunch, which I'm a part of that portion. We have nurses, social workers, Army vets, people, Black, white, Hispanic, just amazing people in entertainment, different various backgrounds. And so all 20 of us are competing in these extremely difficult physical, mental challenges to win $250,000 at the end of the game.
Taylor, would you rather be a faithful or a traitor?
You know what? I feel like it's definitely harder being a traitor, having to lie and deceive everyone around you. I'm not a good liar, so I would probably have to say a faithful because I'm good at sniffing out funny business.
Well, Taylor, bless your little heart. I appreciate that. And, some of us got to be good in life.
When did that get in my kitchen?
Well, Taylor, on that topic of being a faithful, would you rather keep the $250,000 for yourself or share it with your other contestants?
Depends. Is there that much money in that suitcase?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
that's the thing about the Traitors. You never know what's around the corner.
Personally, I've always told myself that if I were to win the lottery, one day I should, I have always told myself that a percentage of the money is always going to go to charity. Some kind of charity. I want to make sure that it goes somewhere good and then get myself another hairless cat. But if I were to be asked if I wanted to share it with peers on the show, I feel compelled to say yes, because they would have gone through the same struggles that I would have as a faithful, and at the end of the day, leaving home with nothing. Well, I feel like it's better to do so.
Taylor, there's two things in life I don't share, and that's $250,000 and my relationship. You can see The Traitors now streaming on Peacock. When we come back, we will take a final look at the cake pops and take our final sip of tea.
You're watching Tea with Tommy B only on LUTV. And I would like for you to be my honorary testy on my first batch.
All right, so I get to finally pop one of these cake pops and see what they taste like.
Cheers.
They were really...
The sprinkles seem a little messy on set, don't they?
They do, but that's okay.
Kitchen floor.
But what's a kitchen without a mess, Taylor?
That is true.
And before we go, let's take a look at our final sip of tea. For our final sip of tea, February is typically known for creating relationships. Relationships can come in all forms, romantic or professional. How does social media influence a relationship?
I feel like social media has kind of killed romance. Back in the day before we had social media, we could be in touch with everyone around us with just like the tap of our finger. Guys, like in the old movies, would have to go to the girl's house and they would, be playing with the jukebox. Chivalry is dead, is all I have to say. Social media has totally killed romance, in my opinion, but that's why my husband and I always try to implement more thoughtful dates in our marriage. Like one day I planned a surprise picnic and then afterwards went fishing.
That's amazing. That's a wrap on this episode of Tea with Tommy B. To see more content from LUTV News, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We can't wait to see you next time.